Hello budget people and welcome back to my channel. I'm She's on a Budget and today we are back for another video. In this video I'll be going through my week 2 of July and I'll be showing you my budget for week 3. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in watching, stay tuned. Okay guys, so we are at our monthly overview section. So in this section I'm going to lay down my expense stickers for the week. This was my final week at school. We broke up for the summer holidays on the 17th and yeah, it was quite intense at work. I did though on Tuesday after work manage to pop out to IKEA again with my mum. This time I did spend a little bit of money, which I'll explain to you in a second. And yeah, it's just been quite a mad week, guys. So I will go through my expenses and I'll tell you exactly what is what as I do that. First thing I want to draw your attention to is that I've added a new expense category. So this expense sticker is in bright yellow and it's called unbudgeted. So for any unbudgeted expenses, I will lay down this sticker and this will just indicate that I have taken money out of my emergency fund or somewhere else, obviously not within my normal budget, in order to pay for that expense. So the first sticker I've got is my grocery expense sticker and this is for Aldi. So on the Sunday, so Sunday the 12th, we went shopping in Aldi and I spent £35.28, which is quite conservative when you think about the previous week when I spent over my normal, kind of a lot, about £40 to £50 for shopping each week. On Tuesday we went to IKEA, so I'm just going to peel this off here. So on Tuesday we went to IKEA and I didn't get much, to be honest. I know it sounds silly because I've nearly spent £100, but most of that money was spent on a few things for my daughters. I got a few things for them. I've got a few things to help me to run this business a bit smoothly, and I could have probably put it under business expenses and paid for it out of that account, but I didn't. It was just bits and pieces really for the house that I got. And then I have my household sticker, and this expense was on the Wednesday. I've just forgot to pay for a few things and I used money out of my household envelope to pay for that, so I've got a few little bits and pieces and I bought that on Wednesday. And on that same day I put some fuel in my car, which was for £20. I'll put that down here and then that's that. So I've already laid down all of my stickers. I'm just going to transfer this information into my weekly check-in spread. Okay, so I'm at my weekly check-in spread and I'm just going to run through my totals. So this budget was running from the 12th until the 18th. And groceries is our first envelope that we'll check. In total for groceries, I spent £35.28. So in respect to that envelope, so we should have £90.54 minus £35.28. I should have £55.26 left in that envelope. So let's do a little check. So here's my groceries envelope and some notes. So we've got the 26p here and then we have got 20, 40, 55 here. So 55.26 is left in this envelope. So that's all done. Next we are doing household. So household goes here. And our household expense was only £3, so I'm just going to put that down here. We had £38 last week, so we should have 35. So let me just do a little check. 20, 35, so that's left in here. So we've got 35 left in there. And then the last one we have is our fuel envelope, and we spent £20 from that envelope. So we should have £10. And yeah, that's what we have left in here. So we've got £10 left for fuel. So we've still got another couple of weeks to go for the month, and I can already see that we're definitely going to be over budget, probably in a couple of these envelopes. So I'm already anticipating that I'll have to dip into my emergency fund this month, maybe to top up these 2 envelopes. The shopping bill is still quite high, and I didn't really increase the budget for food, to be honest. So I may need to look at this going forward in August about raising that money. But yeah, it does look like I'm going to go over budget for groceries this month again. So we'll have to look at that. Okay, so let's close down the budget as well. I've already filled in my actual figures, and you can see my income was exactly the same as I predicted. In terms of our bills though, I made a few mistakes. I put my utility bill as being the only expense that I had for that week, but because week 1's budget ran into nearly 2 weeks really, I didn't take into account that this budget would include other bills. And I've actually put them in down here. So when they came out of my account, I wasn't really prepared. Luckily, I do check my account quite a lot. So I've added those bills into this week's budget to give a true reflection of the actual amount that came out of my account. So I'm just going to run through the totals. So our total bills was £136.97. So I'm going to put that down at the bottom here. So you can actually see again that I'm over budget by, if I take away my income, by 32.36. Okay, so this is the second week in a row. I'll just quickly switch back to show you. So week 1, we were over budget by 49.30. And now for week 2, I'm over by 32.36. So we're already about just over £70 over budget. Not too worried though, because as I said to you, this month is a bit up and down. I do get less money some weeks and more money in other weeks, and next week I will be getting paid, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to show you that budget and show you exactly what's going on for next week and how I'm going to recoup this money. Okay, so this is my budget for week 3, and this week is when I receive my salary from my main job. That is one of the main reasons why I'm not worried that we're already over budget, because we should be able to recoup that money this week. We also have our variable income, which is 154.61. So I've written all my predicted amounts down already. I'm just going to put these totals in. So for our income, we should have, so we've got £1,833.61 this week. Next, I'm just going to put my due dates in. So this is the 24th of July and this is the 25th of July. So I've put my due dates in. I'm just going to total up my predicted amounts. So our total expenses this week is £297. So I'm going to put that down here. So £297 is our total expenses. Our income is 1833.61. So yeah, we're well within budget. Even if I add on our money that we are already in debt to our emergency fund by, we have more than enough money to pay for the rest of our bills for the rest of the month. So as I said, guys, sometimes when you're looking at the budget on a weekly basis, it can be a bit scary, but it needs to be done so that you know whether you're in the red or you're in the black. I'd already done my monthly budget, which already forecasted what was to come for the whole month. I knew that it wasn't anything major to worry about. So yeah, that's all done for my budget. So the last thing I'm going to show you is this entry into my transaction log. So this is the money that I spent from IKEA. I've put it in here because it is an unbudgeted expense. This is the best place for me to put any unbudgeted expenses and also any expenses that I make from my sinking funds. When I come to close down our budget for the month, I can then do all of my total. So the total amount of money I have left in that emergency fund, as well as my sinking funds, and so on and so forth. So it's just for me to keep a note of at the moment. I won't do much with this information until the end of the month. Okay guys, so I can now tick off all of my expenses for this week. We have logged everything. So everything is good to go. I can now put down my no spend stickers. So this will not be a whitewash because obviously we have our yellow sticker for IKEA, but we still have quite a few no spend days. Okay, so I've laid out all of my no spend stickers. I've closed down week 2 and week 3 is ready. I hope this video was useful, guys. Please do not forget to click on that subscribe button, ring the notification bell if you haven't done already, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Have a good day.